Alright, it's going to be the first set of Group C, Pure versus Hydra. And Pure, of course, was in the last Korean OSL semifinals. And yes, he had the unfortunate position of going up against Flash. Well, you got to go against Flash eventually in an OSL, it seems. But yes, he got slaughtered 3-0 in that semifinal. But I think he's improved his play a little bit since then. He was a pretty good player in the last Korean Air OSL too, but now, I don't know, he's been doing well in Pro League, losing a couple of critical games, but winning a couple of critical games too. So I think he's picking up his play, making a lot less stupid decisions. Oh man, I'm just cringing thinking back to his games against Calm in the Ever OSL, where he lost to the same build twice in a row, didn't see it coming either time, didn't prepare. Man, Pure, you can't play against every player as if they're the same player. Especially Hydra, speak of the devil. Very cheesy Zerg. Except, okay, down at the 5 o'clock in Teal is Pure. So that means up at the 10 o'clock position in red is Hydra. This is our new map for the OSL, although not entirely new. It's been in Pro League for a little while. But I don't have any experience casting on Polaris Rhapsody, so we're going to learn about this map as I cast on it. I'm going to point things out and say, whoa, didn't know that was there. So yes, let's get some predictions from the Nukenites. I like the predictions for this matchup in particular. Okay, here's one from Ultra W, or Ultra, writes, I really like Hydra's playstyle. Even though his level is not the same as the top players, he still keeps me interested throughout his games. And why I like this comment is because there was a counter comment to it. A guy who replied directly to that comment. This guy's name is Guy, 0987654. The other 900,000 were taken. He writes, Hydra's playstyle? All he does is cheesy all-ins every game. Muta all-ins versus Terran and Hydra all-ins versus Protoss. He is by far the least deserving player to make it to the round of 16. And you know, I'm not that negative, but you know, this guy does have a point. Hydra's playstyle is extremely cheesy. He loves ending the game before 3 hatcheries even come up, before Hive, definitely. He's like Quanro on crack or something. He likes to end the game earlier than Quanro, if you can believe that. So if Pure is not expecting that kind of play, I mean, Pure is going for Gateway first now, which is a very bizarre opening for him. I just now noticed how bizarre this is for Pure to do this, especially against Hydra. I mean, going Gateway first can serve you pretty well against some Zerg, but against these rushing Zergs, these cheesy Zergs, as Hydra is expanding at a weird position up at the 2 o'clock, so already opening with weird stuff, he's got a plan to end this game early. So I'm kind of questioning Pure's motives for going for Gateway first. This is going to make it very difficult to defend his choke, since the choke is so enormous anyway. Oh boy. Pure, what are you doing? So, okay, the Zergling's popping now before the extractor has come up. But alright, let's get some more predictions from the Nukenite. This is not looking good for Pure already, because he's going to have to hold that choke against so many Zerglings. I mean, once Hydra sees this, once he sees that Pure has gone for Gateway first, he's going to say, what? What? And then he's just going to try to break the front, probably with Hydras later on. Going for this 3 hatcheries like this. Oh, I see why he went for the hatcheries so far out there. He didn't want to have his second base denied by the probe, which wouldn't happen anyway, since Pure was a little bit late with that scout. But alright, here's another prediction, as Pure will try to hold his choke from Golgothian writes, Pure will beat Hydra's questionable ZVP to advance as the second seed. Man, it's going to have to be pretty questionable now because, oh boy, Pure, he does have his Dragoon out, so that will help him hold that choke a lot. But oh no, Pure letting the Zerglings run right into the base, not good. Oh, it's going to be so many probe kills. Pure, what are you doing? I have to see some great probe micro here to fight this off. There is some pretty good probe micro. Only one probe goes down. Nice defense from Pure. Even though, seriously, that should not have happened. He should have had a couple of probes there to keep the Zerglings from running by. And he did earlier, but he ran the back, and Hydra saw the blood in the water and just ran right into the main. It was able to pick off one probe, so not a huge amount of damage, especially considering he lost all of his Zerglings. But knowing Hydra, he's just going to keep coming in with Zerglings, trying to break through the enormous choke there. So I'm not sure what Pure's plan was. I think aggression at this point. He's going for a very aggressive attack at the natural expansion now, going up with all of his troops. He's going to leave his main very open to attack, but I think he is relying on his probe micro to protect those probes now. I mean, he's forcing Hydra to put all of his units at the natural expansion now. So Pure is going in right now with all of his troops, but I'm not even sure if he put down his second gateway at this point. To keep the reinforcements flowing in. So he's doing his best to fight off here, but Hydra's just going to keep pumping Zerglings. And I'm not sure if Pure knows about that brand new base over at the 2 o'clock, because Zerglings are just going to keep coming in from that position as well, and eventually Hydra's going to be able to surround, as he's doing right now, just get the surround on all the units coming up. So this aggressive build basically fails from Pure, even though he's kind of keeping that base from mining there for a little while longer. Something done. As his probe's taking out drones. Aw, man probe. Eat that. Particle beams. So, okay, the second gateway coming up. Man, fast Reavers from Pure. This is such a bizarre build from him, especially not getting up his second base. This is going to hurt him if he can't get a lot of damage done with the Reavers. Okay, Hydra is devoting all of his troops to this now. Pure, gotta hold. He has a hole in his defenses now. He can't hold. Getting the surround on the Dragoon. Only one Zealot to defend right now. I don't see the Reaver anywhere. There's the Reaver at the front. Pure, he's only ticked down a couple of Zerglings with that Reaver. Oh, he is defending with the Reaver right now, so this could work out for him as long as he gets some nice splash of those Scarabs. Losing probes. Pure is splitting his attention, trying to protect his front. He's not protecting his probes in the meantime, and he's only mining from one base, not pumping any more probes. I think, oh boy, his multitasking just kind of broke down there. Wasn't able to defend on both fronts, and he's not pumping any more probes, so I think he was just stretched a little bit too thin. And now Hydra's going to punish him for that. And he's going to have plenty of Hydras pouring in to that base now. And even though he went for Reaver so soon, oh man, we're going to see another probe kill from this hidden Zergling? Nope. Still only like 6 or 7 probes mining inside the main right now, though, so not good for Pure. He's not pumping anymore. What? What is Pure doing? I'm not sure. But it looks like since his build was kind of demolished, he doesn't quite know how to follow this up. He doesn't know his plan B. What? Shuttle snipe. GG. Immediately after the shuttle goes down, he knows what? I just kind of fell apart in that game. So Pure, I think if he had kept his head in the game a little bit, might have been able to defend against all the Zerglings coming his way, but it kind of started to panic, I think, and lost control of all of his troops. And that's when it starts to go downhill, especially if you're on one base. But has been Nuke. Going to move on to the 4th and final game of the night.